Hello everyone, welcome to more Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 Extras. Now you may be wondering to yourself, what the hell, why is Budokai Tenkaichi 2 this weekend? I thought we were doing Sonic. Well, after asking for some help from you guys about how I could improve the channel, I saw that, a lot of people were really wanting to see more Dragon Ball Z. They wanted me to put a bit more focus on it, so I figured until Budokai Tenkaichi 2's extras are done, I'll just focus on that. Sonic can be saved for later. Unless I get a huge uproar of Sonic fans wanting to see more Sonic Adventure. Honestly, I don't really care, but it can go either way. So yeah, we're going Ultimate Children. Time for some child abuse. And who are we going to use to beat up some kids? None other than Cell.
You'd like the challenge.
So yeah, custom, second form, or second color. And we're going to first go up against Kid Gohan.
Alright, you want to start?
And there's something I wanted to talk about. Alright, so I recently got a Dragon Ball Z DVD that had 3 of the episodes from the first fight of Goku versus Vegeta. It had the episode, I think it had the first episode was like a big chunk of the fight. It may have been the beginning of the fight, I'm not sure. Second episode was where... Yeah, the second episode was where Vegeta transformed into the giant ape. And the third episode was where Krillin used the Spirit Bomb. Now, before I got that DVD with those episodes, I also picked up the manga, which has all of those those episodes all on it.
I'm not losing to you.
Along with, a little bit more extra that'll probably be in the next couple episodes. And I was, comparing the manga and whatnot, and it was, they're about the same thing. Which I thought was kind of cool, although there were a lot of alterations. Like, it seemed, like, Vegeta actually seemed pretty intelligent in the manga, surprisingly. When I was comparing it to the show, he didn't seem all that intelligent. He didn't talk about how the moon's rays affect, the Saiyans turning into giant apes. Like what specifically about the giant orb allows them to turn into apes. And honestly, the manga kind of explained a lot of things a bit better. To the point where I almost figured if I would have watched it by myself, I'm surprised I wouldn't be confused by it. But, yeah. And Kid Gohan's almost dead. But, yeah. So there's that. And another thing I noticed, sometime after watching it, there's one thing I don't think I ever knew about that fight. Because, let me tell you something about that fight I always thought happened. I always thought that after Krillin threw the Spirit Bomb at Vegeta, that was it. That was the end of the fight. I thought that finished him, because, Budokai was the extent the first Budokai game was the extent I knew most of what happened at the show. Because dude, guys, it's like almost like a 300 episode series. It's hard to remember every last little detail. Oh wait, I can just transform, I forgot about that. I don't need to, but it don't hurt to do so. Yeah, so I can't remember everything. And something I noticed was, I thought the Spirit Bomb ended the fight, but actually it doesn't. What actually ends the fight... Well, it does, I'm not sure what actually ends the fight, because I haven't seen that episode yet, and I haven't finished reading the manga yet. I could, I'm just too lazy. But after Krillin throws the Spirit Bomb at Vegeta, he still had enough power to fight. He still had enough energy left in him to fight. And now we're fighting Goten. Gohan's baby bro. And then I realized something. Out of the 4 major villains in Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta, Frieza, Cell, and Majin Buu, only 3 of them took a Spirit Bomb. Cell didn't... I don't think the Spirit Bomb was ever used during the Android/Cell saga. I could be wrong, someone could correct me on that. You know, again, it's a 300 episode series. There's no way in hell I'd be able to remember everything from it. But I thought it was kind of weird. Another thing I thought was weird was Kid Buu is the only one that actually died from the Spirit Bomb. Vegeta took the Spirit Bomb full force. I mean, granted, it was a weaker Spirit Bomb to what Goku could do later in the series. Like, it was a smaller version of it and whatnot. It didn't have as much energy. So, whatever.
Alright.
And you want to do that to me, bitch? Kick your ass. Oh, I can't transform. Need more energy to transform. So yeah, that kind of explains it. But Frieza, now again, you know, with the whole 300 episode thing, I don't remember if he like dodged it or if he took it full force. But Frieza managed to survive the Spirit Bomb full force, I might add. That was the amount of power, you know, Goku had. You know, that was like as strong as the Spirit Bomb could be. Maybe a bit stronger later, but I'm not sure. But, you know, it was still a giant Spirit Bomb. Frieza took it and survived. Transforming. Just fuck you. Now, then Kid Buu takes it and dies. So, that has me wondering, how come Vegeta and Frieza could both take the Spirit Bomb and Vegeta had enough energy left over to at least fight. Frieza had enough energy to not only just fight, but to also transform and gain a shit ton more power. Want more power, bitch? But Kid Buu couldn't. He couldn't take the Spirit Bomb full force and survive. He was completely eradicated from it. Now, in the manga, I can't remember if the show explained it as well as the manga did. But you know, they state that the Spirit Bomb will only harm you depending on how much evil is in your heart. If you were like Kid Gohan at the time that it was first used, and had no evil in your heart whatsoever, it wouldn't even like scratch you. The most it would do is bump you back, which is how he was able to just push it back. He couldn't push it back, like he couldn't deflect it like a regular ki blast, you know, because if he had any evil in his heart, it would hurt him. So does that mean Vegeta and Frieza had enough good in them to be able to survive the Spirit Bomb? Because think of it also like this. Kid Buu is the final form of the pure evil Buu. If you remember back to the anime and also this game, I think it explains it also. At one point, Majin Buu splits into two parts. He splits into himself and in a form known as Pure Evil Buu, which some people may. I'm surprised no one's actually called that out on being racist, considering he's called Pure Evil Buu and he's black. I mean, they'll call out anything else to being